Hey everyone, so welcome back. In our last lesson, we covered brand positioning and the unique selling proposition. These are essential elements that give your brand a clear space in the market. But today, we're taking it a step further by talking about aligning your brand values with your target audience and building a consistent brand voice and personality. So why? Because creating a brand that resonates isn't just about what you say. It's about why you say it and how you say it. When your audience understands and relates to what you stand for, they're not just buying a product, they're investing in a connection, a shared belief. So that connection is what builds trust, loyalty, and ultimately a brand that lasts. So let's start with brand values. Think of them as the principles that guide every decision, every interaction, and every message you put out into the world. Your brand values aren't about what you sell, they're about what you believe in and why your business exists in the first place. When you're clear about your values, you're able to connect with people who believe in those same things. But to make those values resonate, you need to align them with your target audience. Let's talk about how to do that. So, how do you make sure your values connect with the people you're trying to reach? Number one, start with empathy. Listen first. What are your audience's core values? What matters to them? What are their aspirations and concerns? By understanding what they care about, you can identify the points where your values intersect with theirs. Next is be transparent. People want brands that are open and honest. Being upfront about what you stand for, even if it's not the most popular stance, can be a magnet for your ideal audience. Authenticity attracts people who appreciate honesty and who will support you because of it. Then third is turn values into action. Words can be powerful, but actions speak louder. Don't just say you value quality or sustainability, you have to show it. Let your audience see your values in your choices, whether it's your sourcing, your partnerships, or your commitment to customer service. When your values are clear and visible, they become something your audience can trust. Again, let's do examples. Let's start with the retail furniture brand. Again, in a crowded market full of mass-produced, low-cost options, you've identified your brand values as quality, craftsmanship, and sustainability. Your audience, like people looking for furniture that's more than just functional. They want something that reflects their lifestyle, values, and respect for the planet. So how do you align this with your audience? Again, with empathy, you spend time understanding why people invest in furniture that's built to last. Learning that they want pieces that contribute to their lives and homes, not just fill space. So with transparency, you communicate where your materials are sourced, the sustainable practices involved, the commitment to quality in every piece. And the action is you create durable, thoughtfully designed pieces that are built to last. Maybe you even offer a lifetime guarantee or partner with artisans who share your commitment to craftsmanship. Now, when a customer buys from you, they're buying into a brand that respects their values and sustainability, quality, and the desire for something that truly feels like a home. So once your values align with your audience, the next step is to bring them to life through your brand voice and personality. So your brand voice is the tone and style that defines how people experience your brand. It's the personality that shines through in every interaction, from your social media post to your customer service responses. And consistency in this voice, it's one of the most powerful ways to build trust and familiarity. So how do you create and maintain a consistent brand voice? First is define your personality. If your brand were a person, who would they be? Are they friendly, casual, approachable, or maybe authoritative, trustworthy, and knowledgeable? Choose a voice that reflects both your values and the way your target audience wants to engage with you. Next is, again, keep language simple and relatable. The goal is clarity. When you use straightforward language, your audience can connect easily and it's easier for them to remember who you are. Then again, consistency in tone across all channels helps build that connection. Third is tell stories. So don't just sell. People connect with stories. When you share the journey behind your products, the people involved, or stories from your customers, you're doing more than selling. You're building relationships. So these stories make your brand feel real and relatable. Another example, the Italian restaurant. Let's say your brand values might be authenticity, family, and community. And your audience, they're people who aren't just looking for a meal. They want an experience, something that brings them the warmth and coziness of an Italian family gathering. So how would this restaurant build a consistent brand voice? So let's start with the personality. It should be warm, inviting, and down to earth, like a family member welcoming you to their home. In the language, instead of talking about culinary excellence, you describe recipes from our family's kitchen and gathering around the table with your loved ones. Then the stories over sales, you share the inspiration behind dishes, stories about family recipes, or moments that remind people of shared meals with family and friends. So when your audience sees these stories, they're not just connecting with your food, they're connecting with the warmth and nostalgia that your brand stands for. They're experiencing a feeling, a memory, or something that goes beyond their food on their plate. Okay, let's bring this all together. So aligning brand values with audience. So when your values align with those of your audience, you're not just offering products or services. You're building a shared connection. It's a relationship based on shared beliefs, a true connection beyond just transactions. Second is consistent brand voice. Consistent voice makes your brand feel familiar, like a friend your audience knows and trusts. And trust builds loyalty. Consistency in voice across all touch points keep people coming back because they feel they know you. Third is simplicity and relatability. Don't overcomplicate things. Use clear language, relatable stories, and let your personality come through naturally. So people connect with brands that feel real and approachable. That's a wrap on today's lesson about aligning values and building a consistent voice and personality. And again, every interaction, every story, every word is a chance to build trust and connection. In the end, the strongest brands aren't just about what they offer. They're about the people they serve and the values they share. I'll see you in the next lesson.